Every parent is the perfect parent for their baby. We believe that healthy mothers and healthy babies are the foundation of a healthy society. We believe that abundance and generosity are essential in Indigenous resiliency. We believe that abundance and generosity are a community responsibility. We believe in the validity of traditional knowledge. We believe in centering Indigenous people in all of our work, and the importance of providing culturally competent, culturally relevant, and culturally matched care. Petiwashtemi Takiapi, Kami Goldhammer, Amakiapie, Damakota, Sisituan, Wapetuan, Hamacha. So good day, relative. My name's Kami Goldhammer. I'm Dakota. Sisseton Wahpeton is my tribe. Hummingbird Indigenous Family Services is a community-based organization that really came out of a need and a call from community members for our Native moms and babies and more supports in that area. We serve Native American, Alaska Native, Pacific Islander, and Native Hawaiian families. And our mission is healthy Indigenous babies born into healthy Indigenous families supported by healthy Indigenous communities. We're trying to do things a little bit differently than a lot of other organizations and nonprofits in the area. And it's really is centering our culture and everything that we do, from our board of directors, which we call our clan mothers. Even though they serve as kind of like what most would call board of directors, but we're looking to our matriarchal tribes that really center women and as, leaders. And we know that women are the ones that will solve all the problems. And so, for us, it's having women, femme, two-spirit leadership is really important. And so when I think about that future, it makes me really happy to know that we can do that and we can move forward in a good way and be good stewards to our community. Hello, my name is Lacey Warrior. I am an enrolled member of the Ninilchik Village tribe, which is Dena'ina Athabaskan. I'm also a Lutik and a descendant of the Aani Nation. Indigenous birthing people have some of the highest rates of housing insecurity and maternal health disparities in King County. And so the guaranteed income is a really important and powerful tool to help improve those health disparities, especially the mental health, and it reduces stress on a pregnant mom and especially a mom with young babies, and that time in a baby's life and that bond with their mother is super important to the development, and also just to support financially in that way is the way of giving abundance in our communities. So it's really, really important, and I'm really excited to be offering this to our community.
My name is Vanessa Lovejoy-Garan, and I am the Birth Keeper Program Manager for Hummingbird Indigenous Family Services. I'm Indigenous to the islands now called the Philippines. I like to say we indigenized the doula care model. We were never meant to birth our babies and nurse our babies alone. And so what we do is we have increased touch points with families. So if you know anything about modern day doula care, generally if you hire a doula, you have 2 or 3 home visits prenatally, you have the birth, and 2 and 3 home visits postpartum. What we do is we see folks every other week, and they can enroll in our program as early as when they find out that they're pregnant. In fact, that's what I was just doing downstairs. I was having a conversation with a client, and she just found out she was pregnant. And so she's going to look at the website and check out the bios of the current doula team. She'll get to pick 2 doulas, and she'll start having her every other week home visits with them. And then usually, as they get closer to their estimated due date, we'll have weekly visits, unlimited calls and texts. We're there. If people need support at their provider visits, we're there, just to have somebody to share that experience with them. Sometimes partners have to work and they don't have that support, or they don't have partners. It's a little bit different in that, we spend more time with them. We become family. I get Christmas cards and, birthday invites. So it's pretty special.
Aloha kako o Caitlin Kabale Brandon, Aiole KK, Ko'ui Noa, He Kanaka Maoli, Ao. Hi everyone, I am Caitlin Kabale Brandon, or I just go by KK, and I'm Native Hawaiian and Kanaka Maoli. Our home visiting program provides home-based services for our Indigenous families with keiki with children who are either prenatal and then all the way to 3 years old for now, and we're hoping to expand it to 5 years old. And so what that looks like is they're matched with one of our home visitors who are also Indigenous, and it could look anywhere from weekly visits, monthly visits, whatever really the family needs. So we work with the family to talk about what is their goals for not just their keiki, not just their child, but the whole hana, the whole family, to think about what would a home visitor help them with best. And so that could look like talking about child development, talking about caregiver mindfulness and self-compassion, talking about culture and language reclamation. And then from that, think about, well, what would a home visiting frequency look best for them? Some families, that weekly touch point is incredibly vital, like it was for my own ohana. And for some families, they live a very busy life. And so once a month is all they need with some text in between. But our program is really thinking about that continuity of care so that hopefully they're serviced by our Indigenous birth keeper program, and then we keep them in our family, in our Hummingbird family, all the way until, at least 3 years old, if not maybe hopefully later too.
I have no desire to be a huge org. I do not look to big nonprofits and think that's where I want to be. What matters to me is that we do our work well. And I find that by not growing too fast, right? Not being able to stay true to our mission, our vision, our values, and of course our cultural teachings and our elders and community members that we're accountable to. The best way to do that is to be conservative in that growth. So when I think about the future, there's definitely things I want for our organization. We need to do more for fathers and men in our community that are parenting. I would love to do more stuff for our young people around reproduction, understanding their bodies, what's happening, in preparation for being parents someday. But right now, our focus is on those life givers, on the little ones that come from them. And we always talk about in our work and at Hummingbird that a baby develops 80% of their brain in the first 3 years of their life. And that's why our focus is the first 1,000 days of a child's life, right? Because so much happens in that time. And we know that the thing that grows a brain for optimal brain development is love and affection and a secure attachment. And lots of breast milk and sleep too. But those are the things that really grow babies and healthy babies. And we think that that's what's going to give our Native babies the strongest start and the fairest chance at life.